Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today. I have my special guest Kara with me. Today we're going to go ahead and discuss Dumberer,
and
Dumberer. So please stay tuned. So Dumberer and Dumberer. Bleu De Chanel by Chanel.
Sauvage by Dior.
And then we got Mr. Burberry by Burberry. Three fragrances that are very, very similar, wouldn't you say?
They are similar.
So we wanted to discuss these fragrances because we think that these three are the dumbing of or dumbing down of our noses for perfumery. Do you think?
It's definitely in terms of fragrances targeted towards men. Definitely.
Wouldn't you agree?
There's a lot of stupid fragrances, yes.
Do you think Bleu De Chanel, Sauvage, and Mr. Burberry are stupid fragrances?
Yes. Yes. They're not great. I mean, they're not great. Not my favorite.
I mean, I think they're okay fragrances, but I think they're really not fragrances personally because they don't smell like too much of anything. I personally just get like lemony water with like slight bit of muskiness, perhaps some woody tones.
Yeah, like barely any woody at all, and like some just kind of generic aquatic. It's just, they're very generic.
You think?
Yeah.
Even with such a classy company.
Houses, Chanel.
Chanel.
But, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's very little to write home about with any of these. They're just so boring.
They are boring scents, but why are they so popular?
I have no idea. But I know that if I smell this in an elevator, I'm making lots of judgments about the person, even though I'm like, stop making judgments. But that's what happens to me. That's what I do. I mean, I'm not a jerk or anything, but
when Bleu De Chanel was launched, I mean, at the time I was more into lighter fragrances, and it didn't really appeal to me. I was really into Jo Malone, but then my taste changed again because I went to really more potent, more stronger fragrances, and I felt like this is just like weak. Like it's not really a fragrance because I hardly pick up anything when my nose is used to like these like punchy fragrances. This one just like a weak link, like you can hit it with your little finger and then it'll tip over or something.
Well, I think weak is a really good word to describe it. It's just when you look at like the information on base notes, there's so many notes in it. But I like what? How are?
Do you get those notes?
No, it's like just a little musky, citrusy.
So then, why do you think?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so rude. It's bad.
No, it's okay. This is our opinions because
it is our opinions, but our opinions are not important. So.
So why do you think this came after this? Because this was so popular.
Like something about the bottles. Like it looks really similar.
They've got.
Oh my god! It's all sort of cadet blue, kind of
grayish blue. Smoky blue.
Which is actually a really attractive color, but I mean, it's obvious that there's biting going on.
Copying?
Yes.
But this became so popular. This became really, like, very, very successful for us.
This really confused me because I thought it was Sauvage. Sauvage, yeah. And when it came out, I was just like, wait, what? Like,
is it wild? Because doesn't Sauvage mean wild?
It does mean wild. Wild. This is not wild.
It does have a pleasant, light scent to it, and I hear from so many people in the fragrance groups that people get complimented with these fragrances.
Why do people like that shit? Excuse me. Sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, I would have a hard time picking this fragrance out unless it's because it's mixing with some of these chemistry. It's that they're complementing their chemistry along with the fragrance more than the actual fragrance.
Yeah, it's just very generic.
Very generic. And what about Mr. Burberry?
This one smells actually bad.
Now, I really liked Mr. Burberry, and a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know what it is because
you like this one?
There's something like a ambergris / musky about it with lots of like citruses. But truly, this is kind of a low point for Mr. Francis Kurkdjian.
He did this?
You know what? Okay,
that's why you like it.
No, I mean, it's not because he's Armenian and everything, and me too. No, I like it because I like it the way it smells on me, and that's why I think we shouldn't diss these fragrances, because mixed with my own chemistry, the fragrance kind of comes alive. Again, it's very faint.
This one is more complicated than the other two.
The Mr. Burberry? Do you like it better?
I don't like it. I feel like it smells bad. But it's like very sort of dad, but young.
I like dad.
Young dad, like club dad or something like.
Well, this came after. Oh, what was the ladies' version that had a little bow on it? Probably. You didn't like that one either.
No, not something that I would even be into at all.
I mean, that one was very successful. I hear it was also.
Wasn't it pink or something?
No, it was kind of tea color, like a goldish, kind of yellowish.
Well, maybe it was Miss Burberry.
Maybe it was. I don't remember. I don't buy those fragrances anyway. But when I saw this, I was like, okay, there's a trend here. We got Bleu de Chanel, we've got Sauvage, and they're all trying to copy one another, I guess.
Yeah,
trying
totally.
to kind of imitate the fragrance that was been really successful for Chanel.
Yeah.
But why do you think this is really successful?
It's like, I mean, it's kind of lowest common denominator for men's fragrances. It's just...
Personally, I think these are fragrances for the guy that does not want to think about fragrances.
Exactly.
If you don't know what to think about, you don't have time to study notes or figure out what fragrances are good, and you're probably working in kind of a setting where you don't want overwhelming scents, you're going to go with something very light. I mean, I don't see these performing well, and people say, oh, I get all day with that fragrance. I'm like, what?
How? Yeah. It's maybe perfume for people that don't really like perfume.
You got it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say perfume to a guy that doesn't like perfume.
Exactly.
This is cologne, okay?
Okay.
So, do you think we're seeing a trend for the reverse, because we've got the dumbest fragrances now in the department stores? Do you think there's going to be a trend?
I almost feel like perfume itself is becoming like more and more popular, like all kinds of perfume, and so that there's room for this branch of stuff that's like, oh, this is extremely simple and like palatable, and like, you know, if you don't like anything, you here have this, and it's cool, and it's Chanel, and you know.
And you can say you wear cologne.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's room for that group of people now. You know?
But you know what? I'm also seeing, like, in the indies and the niches, they're going like the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
It's so
they're
true.
going
It is
so
so
animalic, like so overwhelmingly potent and strong.
They're like almost completely also unwearable.
True. So there needs to be a middle ground, I think, right? And there is. I mean, there is.
Have a drink here.
And there is a middle ground, right?
Well, the middle ground is where you pretty much want to be, right?
Yeah.
No, I kind of like a little bit this way.
This way. Yeah, these are a little too safe for me.
Yeah, they're.
That's why they're called office safe fragrances.
Are they called office safe fragrances?
Well, these are definitely office safe.
They
Right?
are. They are. But
They're too safe.
yeah, I just
So guys, if you like Bleu de Chanel and you also like Sauvage and maybe you like Mr. Burberry also, but it might be redundant to have all three.
It's definitely redundant to have these two. But if you do have them both, I'm sure you like them for your own reasons.
But don't you think we should tell these guys to kind of step outside of the box of safe fragrances and try something?
What kind of stuff would you recommend for someone who is into Bleu de Chanel?
Eau de Monsieur by Annie Goutal and even perhaps Eau Sauvage by
Eau
Dior.
Sauvage, yeah. Eau Sauvage is like sort of more brutal. It's definitely more manly. It's muskier.
It's citric. It's very citric, but it's got vetiver in there.
Yeah.
Some smokiness, but definitely not light as a feather.
Light as a feather. We should have that be the Sauvage.
Sauvage, light as a feather.
That's great.
Well, yeah, I think we just wanted to bring attention to these Dumberer fragrances. We love loud and big and bold fragrances.
Sometimes crazy ones.
There's room for these fragrances. I mean, I see myself wearing them, not often, but sometimes.
I think I would recommend for someone that is very into this type of sort of, we call it generic fragrance, like Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage, Mosaic by Imaginary Authors is a really lovely scent that has sort of orange blossom and petitgrain, and the petitgrain actually it gives it sort of a classic cologne men's type of feel, which is actually really nice, and so it's also light.
Oh, I do recommend that one.
Right.
I can see that it fitting in this kind of a genre, but it's a lot more potent, I think.
It's totally, yeah, and it's just way better. It's just really nice.
I love that fragrance.
Me too.
But I think if you're into this kind of fragrance, yeah, definitely, it's fine. It's just, if you want to stand out a little more, I guess, venture out a little bit. But
yeah.
there's a whole world of perfume and fragrances out there. It's just, I hear the compliments. I've never gotten compliments with any of these.
Yeah.
I mean, rarely I have. I smell myself sometimes, but, oh, there is something there, you know? But it's pretty faint. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. It's just discussing Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, and Mr. Burberry, how they've copied one another, and they've released very, very similar fragrances. I think if you need to have one of them, stick with one of them. You don't need all three of them. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
Would your husband wear this?
No.
No? Mm-mm. What does he wear?
He, before he met me, should I not reveal these kinds of things? Before he met me, he wore Terre de Hermes all the time, and I hate that. But he didn't like it either. He was just wearing it because someone recommended it.
Oh.
He wears, he really likes the Rudis, the Nobile 1942 Rudis.
Oh, nice.
He's a classy guy, can I say.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. There's a subscribe button at the top, and we'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Last time.
Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today, and I've got my special guest, Kara.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Today we're gonna go ahead and let's try that.
This is okay.
Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today. I've got Kara here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Today we're gonna. All right, let's try that one more
Sorry.
time.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's always me.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Let's do that one more time.
Okay. The whole thing. I'm sorry. Wait, are we gonna do the
Just
whole
the
thing?
beginning, the intro, and the
Okay.
outro.
Okay.
Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today, and I've got Kara with me again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Today we're gonna go ahead and do
Dumberer.
and Dumberer.
I'm sorry. Dumberer. All right. One more time.
Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with Kara again. Hi Kara.
Hello.
Today we're gonna go ahead and discuss Dumb
Dumber.
and Dumberer. So please stay tuned. Does that work? Let's do that one more time. just in
Okay.
case.
Okay.
So I was thinking we could do dumber, and then we both grab this and dumber. Alright, let's try that one.
Okay. I can't help but hear your theme music now. Like I just you say stay tuned and I'm like, okay, sorry.
That's okay. So, Dumberer and Dumberer. Bleu de Chanel.
Super
Sauvage.
popular. Sorry.
Okay.
No. So
Bleu de
sorry,
Chanel.
you're gonna have to edit this out.
What?
Because I'm sorry, you're gonna have to edit it because I just thought of something I would recommend for someone that like is into this type of fragrance but like wants to branch out. I think Mosaic by Imaginary Author is supposed to be like that would be
Can you say it again?
Mosaic by Imaginary Authors.
Oh, say that whole thing again.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Good.
Sorry. So
guys, if you like the Bleu de Chanel and you like the Sauvage and you like the Mr. Burberry, then you're probably into the safer scents. But
and you need to reevaluate your whole life. Just kidding.
that's gonna turn people off. Let's try that again.
Okay.
So, howdy, partner. How you doing? Okay.
Darn tootin'.
Hi, guys. Hope those came out good.
I'm sure.
Okay.